morning students. Today we'll be starting our second chapter. Okay, it's in page number 6 and the name of the chapter is Being with God. Okay, but before we start our lesson, I just want you to know the meaning of the phrase being with God, which is the name of our chapter. Okay, so students, being with God means to be with God. Okay, everyone needs to be with God, and we can be with God anywhere, anytime, because God is everywhere and God can hear us from anywhere. Okay, like we trust our parents, we can trust our God too. Okay, we can be with our God through our prayers. Okay, so student, we should always think of God whenever we are happy, sad, scared, or whenever we are in difficulty. We can think of God. Okay, so now let's start our lesson. I'll read line by line and then I'll explain. Okay, so a small boy called Raju and his mother lived in a village near a forest. Okay, he studied in a school across the forest. The boy had to cross the forest twice every day. So once there was a boy named Raju who was a school going kid like you all. Okay, he lived with his mother in a village which was near the forest. Okay, he used to live in a village which was near the forest. Okay, like I told you, Raju was a school going kid, so he used to go to school which was across the forest. Okay, so he had to cross the forest every day while going to school and while coming back from the school. Okay, he has to cross that forest while going and while coming back from the school. Okay, so next lines. One day he was late in returning from school. When he was going back home, it was dark. The forest looked frightening at night. He ran home scared. His heart was beating really fast due to fear. So student, one day he got late in returning from school. Okay, when he was way back home, it was dark already. Okay, which means the sun has already set. Okay, as we know, when the sun sets it gets dark. Yes, it gets dark everywhere, so the forest looked more frightening at the dark. So he got so scared that he ran home, and his heart started beating very fast due to the fear. Okay, let's read the next lines. He said to his mother, "I was very scared in the forest today. Next time, if it gets dark, I will be too frightened to cross the forest." Okay, so finally he reached home. Okay, Raju reached home. Okay, after reaching home, he said to his mother, as he was late today from school, okay, it was dark and the forest looks so scary in the dark. Okay, so next time if he gets late again and if it is dark, he will be too scared to cross the forest. Okay, he is telling all this to his mother. Okay, so the next lines. Mother said, "The next time you walk through the forest in the dark, think about God. He will help you." Okay, so after hearing all these things from Raju's mother replied that next time when he happened to walk or cross the forest in the dark, he should think about God. Okay, the boy was surprised. He said, "How can God make me get over my fear?" Now the boy was so surprised to hear, and he asked his mother that how can God make him get over his fear. He was surprised and he asked this question to his mother. Okay, now the next lines. When you think about God, you will feel that He is with you. Then you will not be afraid anymore, answered mother. So his mother replied, when you think or pray to God, you will feel the presence of the God. Okay, you will feel that He is with you. After that, you won't be afraid anymore. Okay, now his mother said, whenever you feel scared or something, think about God, you will feel the presence of the God. Okay, and after that you won't feel scared. Okay, now the next lines. Now the boy was happy as he had someone to help him. Okay, the boy became very happy as he got someone to help him. Okay, whenever he is in trouble. Okay, some days later he again had to walk through the forest after dark. This time he remembered his mother's words. Dear God, he said aloud, come to me, I am afraid. Okay, so again one day he had walked to the forest after the sunset. Okay, but this time he remembered his mother's word. What were his mother's word? That to pray or to think about God and God will help him. So he started praying God loudly. Okay, dear God, please come to me or help me, I'm afraid, I'm scared. Okay, so the next line, the boy felt the presence of the God and he was not afraid anymore. He knew that God would protect him. Okay, so as soon as he finished his prayer, he felt the presence of God. Okay, and he was not afraid anymore because he knew God will protect him. Okay, so this is the end of the story. Okay, so the moral of the story. Okay, we always have a moral. So the moral of the story is like our parents, okay, like we trust our parents, we should trust God, and we should always think of God, not only when we are in trouble but always. Okay, whenever we are happy, sad, or whenever we are in difficulty, we should always think or pray to God. Okay, that's for all today.